We're live.
No, we're dead.
Oh, not big surprise. Alright.
Not big super ice.
Oh, it started raining. Okay, cool.
Nice. Rain good.
As we do some cleanup before in game. Hang on.
Yeah, because you're approaching the well the next mission is the final one. So you got all the hunts you can do as well as the rest of the side quests. I think he's dead.
No, he's alive.
Oh no.
Just gonna post it in the other thing. Alrighty. We're probably good now. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's do this. Starting recording in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Final Fantasy 16. I'm Jet Kronos, joined with my co-host, Gavin. Look on. Last time we did this, what are we doing? We basically,
We stormed a castle and broke a mother crystal.
yeah. Now we're doing cleanup, I believe. Let's talk to Otto.
Still alive, I see. Something
No.
tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
We got pizza in the fridge I'm gonna freaking enjoy tomorrow. I don't even have to go out for it. Normally I go out to eat every day. Like just because like I don't really like making stuff.
It's fair.
Is this
And plus I eat
everyone?
cheap. Most I'll spend is like $11 and like 30 cents. That's for like 3 sandwiches, some fries, and a drink.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern
And not
skies
only
was
that, I
summoned
eat
by
once a
Ultima.
day and maybe snack
She
lightly on
called
the
it
side.
Origin. Now the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder, and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature, that they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the Halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry.
They're gonna make the first
Ain't that
airship
right,
in
Clive?
many years.
Right.
What was that?
That's right.
Nothing.
Well, go on then. Bugger off.
Get fucked.
Bugging.
Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Bugger off.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Leave a bisexual man to his peace.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua seemed upset.
Oh, that's right. Fucking dickhead created that big ass looking Heidelin thing in the sky.
You mean David Bowie created it?
Hey, dickhead, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
I stole those, bitch.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is.
But
their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger.
well, sure,
But you
let's say
both might
that. Yeah.
save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima.
Yeah, I would have hands with Ultima. More like.
I'm gonna shove that up my ass.
Alright, man, we know you're gay. We get it. You're the only gay character in this game.
Yep.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
Except for David Bowie.
He's just gay eternal. Gay prime.
And Barbaros.
Mm. You like men.
You like men.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back.
Great.
He's come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean
Well, we are in a Game of Thrones-esque story, Clive.
Yes, but this
I'm
is
just
more of a
Jill.
hopeful story. Game of Thrones ends
She
in always
understands.
death. Oh yeah, they're really making us talk just with everybody, basically, before they give us side quests.
You gotta go fuck your girlfriend one more time.
Hell yeah, brother. Jill, I'm coming!
In more ways than one.
Have my babies!
Have my penis. I mean, what? You know, if
She
you walk,
freezes
he
it
just,
off.
he just pulls it off.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill.
I think I brought it up before, but I'm just glad they didn't name him Jack.
Why have to do it?
That's fair.
There's no turning back now.
Because I already had Jack in the
Oh,
recent...
Ben Starr's gonna be at freaking Otacon this year.
Ben Starr. Oh, the actor.
End.
Yeah, he's actually gonna be here.
Oh, nice.
Be at Otacon.
Go get his autograph.
I could pray.
It's
I'll probably just get photos. They're usually cheaper and they're nicer.
Won't you, Clive?
That's true, yeah. Tell them we just did a
But the
playthrough
thing is,
with him.
there's so many freaking voice actors that from Final Fantasy games there this year.
Oh, there's a lot of Final
We
Fantasy
got Ben
games.
Starr. We got Ben Starr from 16. We got most of the cast from FF7 there right now.
That makes sense considering that game's pretty new. So obviously, you're
And we also got
capitalizing on
And we also got Thancred, Alphinaud, and Alisaie there as well.
It's almost time.
it. We got got Red 13's VA Max Miniman coming to my convention.
He's also going to Otacon too as well.
Really nice. Same with Ray Chase and Robbie
Nice.
Damon. Again, we got like 3 fucking Final Fantasy actors coming to my convention.
Nice.
But they're like also just big anime stars. So, okay, so the side quests have opened up. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, we ain't getting done.
Nope. And I'm kind of glad because that
We're
means
cleaning up the school.
time for cleanup.
I'm playing Slime Rancher.
God, I remember I played that and crashes in the coal, and I just kept you go home because they get fucking bouncing out of the damn pens.
You need to put a roof on them.
Yeah.
But you were too stupid then to put a roof on them.
I think I did that.
We owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved.
Then again, if they were still getting out, even if you put a roof on it, you probably put too many of them.
Yeah.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
Is he too old to have kids?
Who?
Right to be
Uncle Byron.
I suppose I should have expected the worst.
He probably just never.
But I
He
was
probably
rather
just never
hoping the great
bothered.
and good
He's
of
just
the
a
realm
bachelor.
Might have things a little more under control.
He could easily. I think he could still have
Alas,
kids.
it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days.
I mean, to be fair, as long as he can get it up and get it going, then I'm pretty sure anyone could.
We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges
He's still
that
spry
face
for his
us
age,
are
so I'd say
many.
yes.
But in my estimation, there are 2.
I mean, he
key
still
areas
goes
to be
into battle
addressed
for his
before
age,
any
so.
Oh yeah, no, he can totally get it
realm's
up.
armies and her larders. As you've seen
I mean, you never
firsthand,
know.
it's
There's
every
some
man
people
and
who can
woman for
fight all day
themselves
but can't
out
get it
there.
up.
Certain cities have.
I think those
to
two
try
things
and
are mutually
maintain some
exclusive.
semblance of
Yeah.
order, yes, but such cases are few and far between.
But if he can,
Yet,
then he'll
the
at least
only
have the
remedy for
stamina to
chaos
keep it
that
up.
faces us
Tell you what,
is
if this game has a
unity.
happier
A
ending than
unity that
15's
transcends
ending, I think we'll be
even
good.
the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short,
Because fucking
if
15 just
Storm
ends with
does not
everyone
stand
dying.
Together, she will fall apart.
I thought the bros survived.
The bro, I don't know. It's never. They never let you. They never
armies, my
tell you. They
boy.
just
As I
have
told you
Noctis in a
we begin
chair
by
dying
restoring
with
order among
what
the
appears
ranks
to
of
be.
And
his-
the next scene you see
Sadly,
him
I doubt
him
I
with
have
Luna. I'm
convinced
like,
Yeah,
even
which
the
I thought was
lowliest
just
gaggle of
illusionary
privates to
shit.
dig
That
a
him was just a
latrine
dying
together.
dream.
But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to.
and then it's just that random photo of a
Field
freaking
Marshal
giant turtle.
I thought
Yeah.
he was retired.
I mean,
He
they all they
was,
do. The last thing
until
they
an
think show with the
Akashic
bros
army
is them
tore
fighting
through
off things to
Randalar
get
and
Noctis
killed
in.
most of the rank and
So
file.
I'm going to
There is
assume
no
everyone just
man
died.
alive more capable. Literally.
Well, no.
And
What
as
happened
luck
is
would have
that
it,
after they
I've
went
already
into the
spoken with him
building,
on the matter.
Of course you have.
home dude, crazy
he's
man,
agreed
Crazy
terror.
McGee,
Uh,
like casts a thing on them
That he
and
first
like
speaks with
does
you
something to them. We don't know if they're dead or
Marvel has
not.
always
well, that's the
been
thing.
a man of
They might as well. If they don't
frustratingly
explain
rigid
what happens to
principle,
them, then they're
and he
they're
has
just
certain
dead.
qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw.
15 really
I
feels like a
extolled
ma-
your
Well,
many
like,
virtues
I
as best
actually don't really
because
remember it that well.
they
They might have like,
Goat was adamant
oh,
that
after you
he
beat
be there to
Arden,
appraise you in person.
then you're like, okay,
You
you
don't
do your
mind, do you,
thing.
my boy?
Isn't that what they do?
I don't remember.
Of course not.
All I just remember is they
Me-
said,
As
we'll
long as
hold them
chaos
off. You
reigns,
go
we
do
will
your
never
thing.
build a better
That's
world.
all I left to remember.
We'll do whatever it takes. And if the field
But I
marshal
do
wishes
remember
to
them
speak
being
with
in
me
the throne
personally,
room with
then
Noctis.
so be it.
That's the spirit.
Who knows?
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the
It just ends on a
Dalbekian
really
capital.
sad note.
But have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
I can't tell if that's just because of the
Thank you,
fact that
Uncle.
15 had a shitty development cycle.
Clive.
You mean they were trying to make it a musical, but someone told them no.
It really feels like there was an actual story to be told here. Like they wanted to do it, but
They couldn't decide on what to do.
And just all the management at the time was just all over the fucking place.
You can tell when, like, the second and third acts of the game are just railroads.
Joshua,
Yeah, it's very hallway.
And don't say nothing.
One of them is a literal railroad where you're on a train.
Nothing.
The game does open up again once you travel, what, 10, 15 years into the future with Noctis?
Nope.
Well, no, kind of does. It's just that you're in a blank wilderness that's covered in darkness, and you could explore around if you want, but you're really still railroaded to go one way.
I don't think you can even explore that, because it just railroads you anyway. It's like, you will be in the car, yeah, but the thing is like, there's nothing out there.
Which makes me curious what the full edition or what they have of it fixed or added to the game.
The Royal Edition?
Yeah, they added all.
It added a final dungeon. That's it.
Well, it also gave us the stories for the characters, like, which some people kind of feel like kind of stupid.
Kind of.
Especially with Ignis, because it's like, if
Ignis got his own thing, really.
No, Ignis just explained how the fuck he got blind. That was it.
No, it does more than that.
No, it does? Because that's all I heard.
I want to know what's in that.
What Ignis's story does is that it creates an alternate, like, it gives you a choice, and taking the other choice that's different than what makes sense compared to what he did in the first place.
Oh, so he doesn't get blind.
So here's what happens. So there's a point in Ignis's little story where Arden is about to kill Noctis.
Do you have a moment?
You have a choice to wait and watch to see what happens, or put on the Ring of Lucis, which is how he goes blind.
Oh.
Because the thing is that the only person who can use the ring without too much issue is Noctis himself.
Yeah, because he's royal blood.
But there are side effects if someone else tries to use it.
I mean,
in that case, it takes his eyes.
Yeah, they showed that in the movie when Aaron Paul's character fucking put the ring on. He said, "Fuck these kings and shit. I'll do what I have to keep the countries, the kingdom safe." Which is badass.
But yeah, basically, if you choose to just wait and watch, you get an alternate story that plays out.
Really?
Where you end up going to the capital, to the big crystal thing that sucked in Noctis, like, and the crystal that sucked in Noctis, you remember that thing, right?
Yeah, for like, what, 15 years?
Yeah, and they kept him for like 15 years. What ends up happening is that Ignis goes there by himself and fights Arden. And what ends up happening is that it gives you basically a good ending to the whole story.
Really?
Because what ends up happening is that Arden is like kind of like he's chased away by Ignis, and Noctis ends up using the crystal to save him and his eyes.
We should head there as quickly as we can.
So he's not pulled into the crystal like he was,
As do I, Doris.
and he becomes king and everyone lives. Happy ending.
So they basically fixed the game.
Kind of, yeah.
Well then. Better than
honestly the latest Final Fantasy games, like 15 and 16, they're a lot different.
There's something about it.
Especially in terms of tone.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help.
Compared to like all the other games before them.
A bearer, but recently freed from
yeah,
his
the
bonds, is keen
before
to join the
15.
Curse-breakers.
Well, I
As
mean,
you
granted,
know, the work we
13
do
had
is
its own
not easy.
problems.
which is why we test every
But
volunteer's suitability.
there was at least some sense of
I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
adventure
I don't
in a lot of the
mind, but
games before these.
Why this one?
And fun, and
Because
like
he
there
wants to
would
be
be
a scout.
there's always a good light at the end
Our
of the tunnel.
ranks are filled with men and women capable
He's
of
like,
breaking
yeah, they
chains
had their
and
serious
drawing
moments,
slavers
but
to the
most of
sword.
them they were lighthearted
Scouting.
and
We're few with the nose for
like,
that,
you know, all that
which
good
is why
stuff.
we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought
15
you might
is
be
just
better
kind of
placed to recognize the
is
traits
the
in it that we
bromance
should look
trip for
for
most of the
when he
game,
goes
but
into
it's
his
also
boots.
like real
Sounds
doom and
reasonable.
gloom.
Yeah.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test then?
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to
Hey, you want to know
Northridge
something
in
funny?
readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
It's like
No time like the
Dark
present.
Souls actually
I'll
kind of
meet you
did the
there.
opposite, or at least somewhat. And because if you know Elden Ring, the endings are
I
either
suppose they
like,
could have
oh,
chosen somewhere closer.
you're king now, or oh, congratulations, you're married. And then you get, oh, you destroyed the world, you asshole.
Here you go.
And I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. Oh my god, we got a lot to do.
Seen enough?
Meanwhile, most of the Dark Souls games are, okay, kill yourself now, burn yourself alive.
Yes, sir.
And that's literally the extent of most Dark Souls games.
Yeah.
What do you think happened to Miss Middledon?
Well, to be fair, Sekiro was also different in that regard.
Sid, you have to help us.
Where Sekiro actually had a good ending to it,
Did you?
instead of something ambiguous.
Well, most Dark Souls games kind of end in
that's
very
not what we want to
eldritch
talk to you
horror
about.
shit.
It's Miss Middledon. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
Cloud.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Middledon's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But
He
who's
didn't
gonna put
break
Miss Middledon
anything.
back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Clive did
Scaring.
nothing wrong.
It's not a real
JPEG.
dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
Bullshit.
Is that so? We'll need to find some more parchment then.
Yeah, but that's just gonna be fan fiction of Clive's adventures. But it's gonna be self-insert shit. Clive's my best friend. He trusted me to save the day.
The end.
Dot end.
May I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally
Dot
speak with
end.
you. My name is Herman. I've been
Who the
with
fuck
Cursebreakers
is named
for some time
Herman?
now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
His name's Herman.
The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
Oh god, that audio. Hold on.
Something
Audio is
important.
buggy.
I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone, and few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last.
I don't know what it is with the Discord stream, but it is.
Do you want me to restart the Discord
so
stream?
Many.
Yeah.
I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten.
There we go.
The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death.
Oh god.
logged.
You know that fucking crab Dark Souls game that came out recently?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Did you know that there's a fucking weapon that's used by a boss in that game that is super fucking suggestive in what it actually is?
Nice.
And I'm not kidding, it's a fucking vibrator. Why is that there?
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Let's see if I can find the thing in question and send it to you real quick. Cause it fucking made me go, the fuck? Like, huh. I know I looked at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they didn't remove the video. That'd be stupid.
It'll be fine. I'll look it up later.
That's stupid. God damn it.
You're stupid.
Yeah, you're
stupid. You're stupid. You bitch.
Bitch ass motherfucker.
You're a bitch.
Baby, want a bottle? Big dirt bottle?
Loser. You're a loser.
Passing over it. See the heads fit.
I hope you feel sorry for yourself, you big baby.
I hope you kill yourself.
No. Bad. Bad jet.
Hey, Mid.
You looking mid today, Mid.
If you have a...
That's it!
You scared her. Good job, Jet. You're too ugly.
Good.
If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand,
I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil. And not just
Clive
some
needs
old
to tell her
drippings
we've
from Miss
already
Molly's
got
spits in the
transportation to
double
the
crown.
freaking floating
Refined
island
stuff, like they
covered.
make in Ordil.
We're gonna
Then
ride
I'll
on the
need some
back of a
bone
freaking
or
primal
shell. Light,
of a Narcon.
strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Oh, fucking whatever. I guess someone's removed it. Bitch. Anyway.
He'll be fine.
Oh, look at the crab game and its vibrator.
A new project yet?
Look at the crab game and its giant cock.
It's Shelly cock.
It's mighty phallus.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
No. Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Carrara, near Old Bidza.
What is it?
Or what's left of the village
Adamantoise.
anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
I'm scared.
Just remember, once you do all these quests, it's time to go hunting for bigger prey.
Yeah.
You might as well do it after you get all the quests done.
That actually, yeah, it's a good idea, actually.
Mainly because you'll get those EXP boosts. Plus, not only that, you can also just do them however many times you want. Because if you die, you get everything back. There's literally no risk involved when dying.
Think Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, there's a risk.
No, I
because
just
you lose
said,
all your souls.
No, I just said this ain't Dark Souls.
This ain't your granddaddy's Dark Souls. This is Elden Ring. You can go to that mountain over there, and you will like it. You see that? You see that giant golden ash tree? You can go there.
It's like 3 feet in front of you.
Tells me this is no mere adventure story.
It always looks like it's 3 feet in front of you, but it's actually like really freaking far away. It's like that tree is on the other side of the freaking world.
Not much privacy in here, is there, if you got this big open fucking thing? Like where's the bed? Here? It's like Yim and Jill could be fucking and then people could just look in and go, ooh, what's going on in there?
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please.
No.
You've always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Is it in Ohio?
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not paying taxes.
Damn right.
I love that video, by the way. Have you ever seen that clip?
Yes.
Of that dude opening a door and is like, I don't care who the IRS sends.
It's fucking Latina mummy.
There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating.
I love the clip
from a distance.
where it is. Did you know there is a dating sim where you pay taxes and learn how to pay taxes?
Really?
There is.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like
And the funniest part is that someone put that clip over that I think it's like the
young professor has tasked
what is it?
you
What's the
with
word for it?
obtaining a
Like
copy.
the trailer for it.
She asks the impossible.
Over like
would
after
not
he opens the door.
The executors.
And so he's just standing there looking at this anime girl going, I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not paying taxes.
And intenebration of forbidden texts.
Find love and taxes.
One such text being the tome
It's such a
Vivian
wild
seeks,
game concept.
chronicling as it does.
But to be fair, it might have merit, you know?
Of bearers.
It's like people like me don't really know how to pay their own taxes because they've never been taught.
Well, yeah, because they don't teach that shit in school at all.
So rumor has it.
Which is really dumb.
They teach you how to do job interviews like 5 different times. Like, I know how to do a job interview. I need to know how to do a lot of other stuff.
Is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them?
Of the Inquisitors.
Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Say what you will, Lady
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there?
Well, Clive, I see a lot of stuff that bores me.
I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's where. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
Damn right.
Let's get that thing off you.
No. He's grown attached to it.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
He's a good man. Very good man.
Bark. Give me back scratches.
Yes.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have
Should
kept
go
him in
gold
nuts and
belly
rubbed
rub,
his
gold
belly
back
these past
scratch.
10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you.
Tip.
Go on now.
He knows his place.
Bark.
Where to then, Torgal?
To the land of fruit and honey.
To the land of milfs and money.
Oh. That's my world.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me?
I love how every single time I play Slime Rancher, my freaking farm,
Going to need a little
my
bit more than
first,
that,
the first area always ends up covered in
Do you have
teleporters.
a better hint for me?
To be fair, it makes sense.
You played the second one?
You've already given me one.
No, I want to wait till it comes out on
the rear
console.
deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery?
Like once it comes out on console, I'll be playing the heck out of that for a good long while.
Almost 20 years. To port is
Bark,
older
bark.
then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Do wolves live longer than dogs?
I don't know.
I'm curious, because what fucking Torgal at this point must be nearly 20. But he's also a frost wolf, so maybe he already has a longer lifespan than normal.
Probably.
I think that's all we can do. That's all the quests we picked up. I'm gonna quickly check with Karen just to make sure I have everything stocked up.
Clive,
Especially before you go out fighting.
what are you still here for? That...
That's fair.
Go on then.
Alright, we're good.
Is that all?
Alright, where are we heading first? So that's our end game over there. But we got a lot of other stuff to do first.
Look at all that other shit we gotta do.
Jesus. Well, that's why I'm glad I did a whole stuff. I'm okay that I'm. Yes. Fuck. Oh, I'm tired.
You can't talk.
I can't talk correctly. Alright. What am I looking at here? 3 different places. No, 4.
You'll be doing a lot of teleporting around.
Seems like it. I guess Stellar Blade took this idea because it's actually in Stellar Blade, Eve, to speed up, does the same thing that Clive does, where the longer you hold the thing down, she'll run into a faster speed.
Nice.
Oh, fuck me.
What did you do?
Got too out of range.
Wow. Why are you even fighting it?
It came at me first.
Listen, man, I don't want a king shame.
You gotta put it in its place. You fucking attack me, you expect to get your ass kicked.
Oh, okay.
It's the rules of the dungeon. Oh, fuck off. Never mind then, you piece of shit. Whatever.
Did it run off?
Yeah, it just got too... No, it just got too far out of the fucking range. It's just like, well, what the fuck, man? If you're gonna be a dick, then...
He picked a fight with you, and then it was like, okay, you've had enough. I'm letting you go.
Yeah, you learned your lesson. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah, you learned your lesson, pretty boy. Don't let me see you in my neck of the woods again.
Let's send those women back to the Dark Ages where they belong! I still can't believe that was an actual line from Pokemon Advance.
And then they never bothered to change it.
Good.
Okay then.
Face James. James was truly the Andrew Tate of the fucking Pokemon world.
Nah, James has more class than Andrew Tate.
That's fair.
We all get lost in the heat of passion.
I'm feeling giddy. Come here.
We all get lost in the heat of passion sometimes, Jimbo.
Oh, it's just down the street past the Chick-fil-A.
Torgal, nuts. Eat them.
Eat them turtle nuts. And he looks at fucking Clive like, huh?
If Mid needs another, she can come and get it herself.
Get fucked, Mid. Okay, let's go here.
Let's go home.
The earth is blue as me. Okay.
Oh yeah, you remember what happened here last time?
Oh yeah.
Home dude got outed.
He's still here though.
Here to help me pack. Thanks, but I'll
Not
be
for
traveling
long.
light. I'm almost finished already, in fact. You're really going to go through with this then? I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact. If it's within my power to help you, I will. It's the children.
I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The Hideaway.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. You must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
So, I think we discussed this earlier, but the reason why the people who can use magic turn into, like, what I'm guessing living statues is because they overuse their magic.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can live normal lives if they use their magic normally, but because the world forces them to use their magic constantly, they're slowly dying because they're overused and stressed and shit.
Maybe. I think it's just like a natural thing.
Ah, it's you.
But most times when we see these people with magic, they all seem to be super...
To pass on an important message.
Like,
overworked.
Yeah.
Out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
No, wasn't.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps.
You
If
fucking
he had not
idiot.
been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie.
You will leave this
Lubor
village.
cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that.
I hope
Now
you all
be off with
burn.
you.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
You lied about being one of us, and you're lying.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
He's being crucified.
You know what they really need is a is one of those Akashic to just run into town right now.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
Damn, bro.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
Oh boy.
You should run!
Is this racist shit?
Yeah, run!
Yeah, I gotta run. Stone him!
I'm gonna start my own town with blackjack and hookers.
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Throw him at the children. Oh, now you realize you hit a child, you dickhead.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well? Does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going! And you act like he doesn't even exist!
Just don't get it, child. We're racist. You'll never understand. You have to become racist to understand us. It'll happen in time, I promise.
You know, there's nothing more cringeworthy than children trying to give a speech.
Lubor, we have heard enough.
No!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
But we still want you to leave.
We still expect you to die, Mr. Bond.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
Well, good luck with that.
All right, then. Fine.
Gather round if you don't want to die.
The thing is, the reason they do children with that kind of stuff is because the innocence of that comes through. And children, a lot of the time, do speak the truth.
The ether occurred near the village of Charatina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable.
With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done. As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now
You
it's simply a
stubborn
matter of doing
bastard.
it. For Dalamil.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Good. That will keep some of them out. Any man sighting an Akashic is to raise the alarm immediately.
Just imagine if there was no Akashic whatsoever. Like the biggest egg ever on his face.
It's not even, that wouldn't even be Lubor's fault at that point. That'd be that dickhead who lied to him. There's a NATO! It's gone.
Sharknado.
Hoo-ha. Oh no! Anyway.
Your wife. Oh no. Anyway.
That happens so often.
Yeah. PS5 is really weird about that. One minute you got perfect crystal clear connection, the next moment, well, it's gone. And he's gone.
Some beautiful blue meth.
We can't leave a single one alive.
Don't inhale. Don't inhale the silly juice, Clive. Don't do it. It'll make you silly.
Ancient Gentleman is this guy's name.
Nice. He's a gentleman, don't you know? But he's also an asshole.
How dare you barge into my room? You fucking jerk off? Who are you? I'm a gentleman.
Get the fuck out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft.
I wonder if that shit was planned.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. That kid seemed very genuine about that.
Yeah, he's that good of an actor.
Titan!
Titan!
Peters!
Alright, let's
I think Clive is a really big Biden supporter. Biden!
I should get back to
Wake up, Sleepy Joe!
Wake up! I love the freaking AI Donald Trump
Yes!
and Joe Biden videos. Those are great.
Love them.
I just imagine whenever Clive shouts Titan, you just hear an AI version of Joe Biden go, "What the fuck you want?" They're trying to sleep here.
Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
Now get the hell out of our town.
We bloody did it.
We saved Dalamil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
It will take time.
We need you, Lubor. Dalamil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalamil.
Racism has been defeated.
Yay!
But I will only accept
We did it. We beat
Racism.
racism.
Mrs. Obama, get down!
Mr. Obama, get down!
Trump, you're in the body of another man. Wouldn't that make you gay?
The Town Guard and the Merchants League.
No. You like men?
No!
Doomed from the start.
Explodes.
Unity is the
But
key
you
to
like
defending
men.
Dalamil. And I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together.
It really feels like this is the only town that gets its, like, you know what? Bears might not be so bad moment, you know? Like, you saw it coming from a mile away. This was going to happen.
That if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalamil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be
given
judged
more.
by what they are, but who they are.
Yeah, because...
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalamil. as you always have.
Well, that was a given,
Mission
silly.
accepted.
He, in the moment he's
Seems
found
my
out as
mayorship
being a
is all
bearer,
but
he just
confirmed.
turns flamboyantly gay.
Oh my god, turns into what's his face from Dragon Quest 11.
He turns into Sylvando.
Yeah.
Isn't he the same voice actor?
I
Didn't
think
we go
so,
over this?
yeah.
that is ironic. He just turns into Sylvando.
Hello, sillies.
Myself to leaving Dalamil in disgrace.
That is amazing. I completely. The thing is, I completely forgot about him being Sylvando, and so I just kind of said that in the moment. But no, it would fit him.
Yep.
Lubo.
Oh, that's funny.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalamel.
I'll do my best.
Yep, just confirming it. Yep, he is.
Nice.
There's also in Triangle Strategy, if you've played that.
I have not. I feel like I should. It's like it's kind of like Tactics, right? Like Tactics Ogre stuff.
Sort of, yeah. He's also in Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
I have not played that game. I really should, but I've been playing too many big RPGs. I need a break.
Hey, he's the protagonist in Harvestella.
A game named Harvestella has a freaking antagonist.
No, protagonist.
Oh, protagonist. Okay.
Yeah. I need to play that because it's basically like a more high definition.
Listen, the only farming game I know of that has an actual villain is Harvest Moon games, or no, the Rune Factory games.
Yeah. Because it's
Rune Factory is like the only series that can have like a villain. Well, actually, you know what? I tell a lie. Jojo-Cola.
It's kind of hard to do that because Rune Factory 3, from what I'm playing, it doesn't really have a villain. It's more just you're trying to bring together two different groups of people to.
Well, to be fair, the final boss could be considered a.
What, the dragon thing?
Yeah,
that I haven't gotten to yet.
It could be considered a villain just because it kidnaps your wife.
Oh, I still don't know who I'm gonna choose for my wife.
Anything else?
I have a few girls in mind, like Raven, the tomboy fish chick, or fisherman.
I picked Raven.
Go safely.
Not really. I like Shara, but I'm not really. You know, I don't know. I like her, but she's not my wife material. I could see her being other people's wives materials.
She's pretty good, honestly.
Pia.
It's like
Pia is interesting, but it's a bit too silly for me.
Oh, the fish girl?
Yeah, the mermaid, yeah.
You like fish.
Isn't that the plot of another movie? I think it was like
Your
Tom
Grace,
Hanks.
My lord.
And a fish.
I trust your journey was not overly.
Like an actual fish?
It was a mermaid.
You found a letter from father.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't even have to look that far, man. You could have just said Little Mermaid and
well,
then.
no, because I just remember John Candy saying in the film, it's like what? Because apparently everyone else found out that he basically had a sex with the mermaid, and everyone was looking at him all weird. And then John Candy looked at everyone saying, "What? None of you fucked a fish?"
I wonder how fucking a mermaid works.
It depends on the fantasy elements of how the mermaid exists to walk on land. Because if the one I like is that they can come onto land and they gain legs, and they go back in the water, they gain their the fins back.
Or you just fuck them with the tail.
Oh, God. Well, at that point you're just fucking their eggs.
Fish.
An inheritance.
It could just be the end, the fucking Futurama episode with Fry trying to fuck a mermaid.
Shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate.
What are these plans he spoke of? His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
I think of Pia more like a good
there.
friend that I don't want to take advantage of.
Also spoke of building
Who?
hospices
Pia
to
in
care
a
for those
Rune
who
Factory.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She seems too innocent
and
for
the
this world.
founding of a new university to
And,
further the development of
you know,
modern
fucking around with that
magical
innocence doesn't
technologies.
seem right.
With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only
I will
means
now
of securing
pleasure
those
myself with
areas'
this
survival.
fish.
that was a what the fuck is that? I know what that
I
anime.
do not know.
It's Code Geass. I know the episode because I recently watched it with a friend. But that is not what happens in that show. I think just someone grabbed an image of Mr. Dickhead in that, holding the fish, and just put "I will now pleasure myself with this fish" as the subtitle. And it's just like, don't get me wrong, that character is a fucking idiot most of the time, and a very ignorant, naive moron in his beliefs. But it's like, I don't know, man.
It is true that those most loyal to your father
Sounds like some people
were
I
the
know.
first to suffer the Duchess's wrath.
The thing is,
But one at least remains.
the guy's like ideology would work after the war, but not during the fucking war. That's why Lelouch did all the things he did, because he knew for a fact that kindness and all that, trying to get on the good side, wasn't going to work with these people who were completely fucking genocidal maniacs that just want to be gods.
His Grace's will.
Yeah, I'm going to nod my head and freaking just agree with whatever you said.
Well, yeah, you'd have to watch Code Geass, dude. It's like, it's surprisingly very in depth in terms of everything that happens in that show. But you grow to hate.
You got someone who sets up a plot point and it only comes into fruition like 10 episodes later.
But it's just like you grow to hate a specific character till like the end of the show because of how fucking naive they are as a person and how they'll constantly fucking shit up.
And fucking fish.
I hope so. There's also a good amount of nudity in that show too, and a fuck ton of Pizza Hut like love.
Nice.
I'm not even kidding, because the only reason there's so much advertising for Pizza Hut is because Pizza Hut did a whole bunch of like, they were basically sponsoring them, so basically paying them. But so instead of just only putting it in a couple of things, they made a whole fucking shit ton of references to Pizza Hut constantly throughout the entire show.
You know what? That's fair. Pizza Hut,
Lord Marquis.
Personal pans, those are delicious.
I love me.
What is it,
I love the
Cyril?
stuffed
Only
crust.
if they don't smother them in frickin' sauce, though.
Stuffed crust, though.
Oh, yes. Avenue of inquiry in our ongoing
I've never really gone to Pizza Hut for their actual pizza, like big pizzas. I prefer Domino's if I want like a big pizza.
I feel like Pizza Hut is its quality depends on the way you are.
In Ash in recent years.
Yeah, or whether or not people actually give a shit.
Yeah.
An ancient religion that
I think there's actually a Pizza Hut, like, there is a Pizza Hut nearby. I don't even know if it's open anymore. That thing has, like, no people, like, in its parking lot most of the time.
It's probably just all ordering it.
Huh?
They're probably just ordering it.
Of the risks. Yes.
Delivery.
I entrusted the mission to
You know what? I might look it up to see if it's even, like, if it's even still on the map anymore.
Combat and survival both. Though he has been
It surprised me to learn that the 90s had Pizza Hut restaurants where it just walked in and have a pizza on a nice little restaurant. I'm like, this is sad.
I mean, Pizza Huts are still usually restaurants.
Given your unique
But I'm talking
like
about
the Pizza Hut I was talking about is still a restaurant too.
Advised me, it would not
It's like you can go in and order some pizza and sit and eat and watch TV.
I'm talking about like an actual, like actually look like a fun place to be.
It would not. But Ash is a big place.
Well, to be fair, it was like most Pizza Huts are actually like pizza and like beer, aren't they? Because they usually have bars in them.
Not that I know of. Not here.
I think
it's just the chain.
The ones here do.
It lies.
So like, I
to the
don't think I've
southern
ever
reaches
seen
of
them
Lorien.
like being used,
If
but they
aught
are
be
there, I
befallen,
think.
Honestly, a
expect it
pizza
did
and
so
an
there.
alcohol would go really well together.
I'll see what I can do.
You are
It's
much
good
too
carbohydrates.
It just
Like,
reminds me of a freaking
Go
Russian
then
Badger
with my hopes.
video.
And may the firebird's flame ever burn
This
in your
dude,
heart.
like, this dude's playing Rainbow Six Siege, and he's like, I got pizza, and I got beer, and then someone goes, "Aren't you lactose intolerant?" And he goes,
I got
"The
pizza
the
and I got beer.
the beer, the my stomach's too busy processing the beer, so therefore, so the pizza just goes right through."
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
Did you just find like a glitch in the system? It was like I can avoid
In his own body, probably. A glitch in his body, an
Yeah.
exploit.
I can have all the fucking lactose I want as long as I have beer.
You know what? That's fair.
My lord, your grace.
Probably the yeast that counteracts it.
Maybe.
I hardly recognize you. I am Goddess.
Good. Continue to not recognize me.
Loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know,
Anything up my sleeve?
it's long been the
Fuck
custom
you.
for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed.
I'm going to the bathroom.
He had intended to
I
claim
will
the
be a
heartstone
bit.
with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
There it is. The House Rossfield. Ogle, kill! Get him!
Gotcha, fucker. Spoils of war. Oh, the war.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goritha will know.
I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna go get my dinner. I return.
Ugh. Oh, I guess I got back before him. Blah.
Alright, I return.
I am here too.
I am here.
I was fighting for my life.
I was fighting too. Snake.
Make love to me, Snake.
You want me. Damn
You
right.
like men.
Damn right I'm gonna hit that. No!
I knew it.
Let's take a quick taco break.
How dare you take breaks? No breaks. It's now illegal to take a break. Joe Mama. Eh. Excuse me, what the fuck are you doing in my house? You ever seen that video?
Maybe?
I don't know, but it's a video of you know, like those typical Santa Claus videos where it's like, oh, he's going to talk to you and stuff. It was one of those, but it was like it's like a 3D version, and it's like flying around his house, and then it goes in his house, and he's sitting in his chair, and then the next thing he says is, excuse me, what the fuck are you doing in my house? It's like it's a perfectly decent question for Santa Claus to ask.
My name is Devin and I made some soup.
My name is Joe Mama.
Oh, it's good to see that the Amazing Digital Circus is doing well.
Oh yeah, I heard they got a new episode. How are the reviews for it?
Good. 50 million views in 4 days.
Jeez. I mean, to be fair, it's very highly anticipated for the right and the wrong reasons.
It has the budget, the constant budget going towards the animation to use Unreal Engine 5 with animators who actually can make shit look good. And the writing behind it is also really good too.
To be fair, it's the wacky kind of writing, which people like.
Wacky, but also like psychological horror.
Yeah.
And existentialism and just the feeling that you're nothing in the grand scheme of the world. Existential dread, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
finish this burrito we're cooking here. Got like another just 20 minutes left before we can call it.
Okay. Should have time for like another quest, I guess. Oh yeah, finally. I got the extra size upgrade for the vacuum in Slime Rancher, so now I can hold 100 of everything, which is really good for emptying out these freaking plort collectors to make money.
It is funny when you think about even Slime Rancher falls under the whole like farming kind of game.
It feels more like an adventure, honestly, compared to farming. It's like once you get the proper things, you can just let the farming automate it itself.
Mm.
Because you get these little drones that will basically just farm for you. Like if you have stuff set up, you can give them commands, and they'll just follow them for as long as. Well, to be fair, you kind of do have to come back every now and again to make sure they're powered, and you power them by shooting water at them. Yeah, they're powered on water. Which is honestly, if we can find a way to just make still water into a power source, that'd be great. Like not even like a water wheel kind of thing, just like still water, like nothing moving, just water.
Isn't that kind of similar to heavy water?
What is it?
Wasn't that kind of similar to heavy water?
What's heavy water?
I remember it being used during the World War II. The Nazis would use that for specific purposes.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Look it up. It does exist. I beat that griffin, so let's go talk to God.
Okay, we're gonna go talk to God.
Vector found God.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Who is this fourth, and why is he with?
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long. It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril. If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff. Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you. I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay your father a visit?
Should we play Mufasa a visit?
I was hoping to be able to offer him
Long
my
live
thanks.
the king.
Which just like comes out of the fucking clouds with his face.
Your father's helm
It's like,
is enshrined
remember
there.
who you are.
It has been since
You are my
No.
the day we recovered it
No.
from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it.
You're not real!
It too is
The
a
one
part
true
of your
kings.
inheritance. And I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock. Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Yes.
Do you see that too?
Kind of hard not to.
Papa? What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
How far is it? Oh, it's down there. Anyway, we were moving this way.
Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men,
You're right. You're dead.
You're right, and their heads
Finish
explode.
him. Finish him. Fatality.
Yeah. No. Yes, you.
Did you kill him? Did
call
you
it?
do it slowly? Kill him. And do it slowly.
Who's the dickhead? You? Who's the one? Oh, it's you. Come here.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want.
Alright, dickhead.
Doesn't change who I am. Or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was
Cat.
right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
No.
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Yes, rather, very good, very good.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Oh, giving Quentin something new to do. Nice.
After his town got destroyed.
I think that's all that is in this area. Let's see.
Should we go talk to Quentin real quick and then finish up?
No, let's, where's the, sorry. The one that we go to the grave for their father. No. I think this one is it.
I guess.
Yeah. Archduke Elwin's Memorial. Yeah, here.
Let's go. Unwavering.
I feel like a new sponge.
Nah, it's a different one.
Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. And perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
No.
It's just back there. always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
You were also a child.
No matter how
Stop
fate
being a baby.
conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
He appears as a spiritual ghost behind them. I was kidding!
Ghost Dad.
We won't lay you down.
Gee, I wish my dad was here.
Yeah,
I am, son.
My dad knows him.
But my dad.
Okay, Dad.
Onward then.
Fuck you, Dad. You didn't do anything for me.
Goddamn son of a bitch. And that'll do it.
I think that's a good place to stop. We saw his dad.
He's joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin.
He wasn't.
He was kind of like just a guest party member. Let's head back to the
hideout and save.
Yeah. We also have something to turn in from mid, so let's do that real quick too.
Might as well.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
He looks so triumphant about that.
Dear brother, do you have any pots and pans I can have?
Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay. Mid. Oh. Okay, no, we can't turn in anything to mid yet. Gotta get another thing for mid done first. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. We can edit here. Let's check the our abilities. Okay. Okay, that'll do. Alright, so we come to an end of another session of FF16. A bit of a shorter one, but that's my fault.
Late is late.
Yeah. I would have done this earlier, but fuck me, I've been having the worst sleep troubles recently, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. But we will be back on Friday, me and Shane, for more Stellar Blade. So that'll be fun. And obviously next Wednesday we'll be back with more 16, with more cleanup. Because it looks like it's going to be cleanup for a while.
Yeah, another episode of cleanup and then probably the final part. Or just depending on how long this next, our last bit of cleanup will be, we can possibly finish the game right after it.
Do I have to finish the game to start the fucking DLC chapters? Because did they take place after the final game?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think I'm playing the DLC just because like I don't really care to spend the money on it.
No, that's what I'm here for. All right. Well, with that being said, thank you all for joining us, and we will see you guys next time. You guys have a good one. Bye.
Bye.